and he can blink up here and take a couple buildings out before blinking away. But both players are hurting right now, so I don't know if this game's going to end here soon, because both players, I would say, are pretty even, and I think they're kind of timid after how close this game has been so far. But having a high yield, that is definitely working into his advantage, as now he is way ahead for the minerals per minute or minerals per whatever they use. But PainUser slowly looking to secure this one, although it really doesn't have that many minerals left.
Yeah, the gold's now actually starting to get mined out. So we're seeing that scenario, the late game, as I like to call it, when all resources have been mined out and every unit really counts. But of course, there is this one mineable expansion still at the bottom right, and I think Halu, yeah, he's going to try to claim it. But look at that, the green outline indicates that a command center is floating there as well. So when PainUser gets his CC over there, he's going to be greeted by something he definitely doesn't want to see, and we might it might be safe to assume that there's going to be some action over here at the bottom right-hand corner.
It is very funny that this command center is trying to timidly sneak by without Halu seeing it, but like you said, he's going to be very upset when he does get down there, and the observer is scouting out the left side high yield. He knows it's there, he knows that the orbital command is on the way, and it looks like with the warp prism over here, he should have no trouble getting units over there to defend against that command center. It may get sniped here very shortly, which would just be a devastating blow, because like you said, every unit does count. We're even seeing a Raven right now, so we could be seeing some point defense drones, which basically make the Protoss army worthless if you're trying to shoot down those air units, because point defense drones, they just absorb so many shots before they finally get destroyed here. So I think we may be seeing a pretty big epic battle here, as they're going to be trying to fight for the right side, or PainUser just going to kind of chill out in the middle. But this is going to be a very tense moment, especially since PainUser cannot secure the right side, and he can't do the same thing like he did before with the planetary fortress. I think we're about to see a pretty epic battle, though.
I think you might be right on that, Husky. PainUser here with a very large Marauder army, and he's actually rebuilt a lot of his BCs, Yamatoing the High Templar before they can feed back the Battlecruisers. Very wise right there. And now the Marauders getting up in the mix. This is a very Marauder-heavy army, and the Templars and Zealots and Stalkers actually forced to fall back. We are seeing 4 more Templars being morphed in here, and they do have the upgrade for the Kaidaran Amulet, so they are able to storm right away. These Marauders are taking massive damage along with the BCs, but I think that Halu is going to get overpowered, and he may very well lose this gold mining expansion, once again forced to run away his probes. Those probes have been just traveling across the map back and forth all day long. Templars getting taken out here, and yes, somehow, someway, PainUser clawing his way back forward with these BCs and Marauders, takes out that 3 o'clock expansion. And now we're looking at the map. It looks like there is 2 mining expansions for the Terran player, the Protoss player at only 1 mining expansion, the bottom right. But look at this, the mothership has come out.
Mothership has arrived. I didn't even realize he was making one. I don't know how he can afford it. But yeah, that battle was actually, that was really decisive there by PainUser. The control was really, really good. I think he had a slight army advantage going into it, but using the micro really helped him just utilize that advantage much better than the average player. And so now he's the one in a comfortable position with several healthy battlecruisers here. Well, not really healthy, but he does have 4 just clumped right here and a bunch of Marauders. So I don't know if this mothership is going to hide this army for long enough for it to get big enough here. I mean, there's several Zealots, but he needs more than that. He's only got a couple of High Templars, and the bottom right side base is, yeah, it's completely vulnerable. So I think the time is running out here for Halu. Once again, he's going to have to make something happen. Is the mothership, are we going to see a sweet vortex, or is it just going to get sniped? I can't wait to see. But there is another nuke on the way. Not getting launched yet, but we could see it very soon. This isn't looking good for Halu, though.
Yeah, I think Halu has just lost his last mining expansion here. And really, I think his strategy now is just be a renegade force, do whatever you can. He is getting a pretty good side storm off on these Marauders. They are very weak right now, but with very simple micro, with those concussion grenades, you can run away very easily. We just saw another feedback being used, I don't know on what unit, but these Zealots are chewing through these Marauders. So it looks like the majority of the ground forces are going to get taken out here. The mothership here actually doing some pretty good damage to the Viking as well. We haven't seen any special abilities used for the mothership yet, I don't think. But the critical thing here is that while PainUser might only have 4 BCs in the game right now, and Halu only has a couple Stalkers and Templars, the important thing to remember is that PainUser is the only one mining right now at the bottom right-hand corner. So he can definitely rebuild his forces, he can get back in this game and overpower the Protoss army. So, I mean, there's some minerals left at this 3 o'clock as well, so perhaps he's going to get a Nexus up there and not long distance mine, because he really does need to get a Nexus there. Start rebuilding his forces. He's gonna fall behind unless he gets more units, I think.
One thing I want to mention is that PainUser is actually making a bunch of Marines, because if you look at his minerals, he just used it all now, but for a while there he had 2,000 minerals, virtually no gas. So he actually made a bunch of Marines. Talk about some super late Marine timing here as they are just kind of building up over here on this left side, but the long distance mining giving Halu just enough minerals there to get that Nexus. He did have like 392 minerals or something, and so he couldn't quite afford it, so he did have to long distance mine, but our Terran player did just utilize a bunch of mules in the bottom right side. They did explode there, and so our Protoss player, though, he does have that mothership, and if he can do a good vortex the vortex, and then do a bunch of side storms right when they pop out, maybe make something happen. I'm not sure. His army pretty puny, though. He doesn't have this much income, but I don't know if he gets the gold, the high yield up, maybe he can make something happen. I really don't know, though, as our Terran player, I would say, is definitely still at an advantage right now.
Yeah, PainUser definitely way ahead in this game right now, because he's got the battlecruisers at the bottom right. He's securing it with missile turrets, gonna just use mules to mine this out, and he's got a pretty large army up at the 9 o'clock as well. The Protoss army, like you said, pretty puny in comparison. I don't think that Halu is going to be able to really survive when the attack occurs, unless somehow PainUser allows him to build up his army, but he's not going to do that. He's going to move in with these Vikings, and I don't know what ability we saw being used there. Just so many things going on in the game. Oh, we just saw feedback on the Ghost right there in the Storm to finish him off as well. Finally, the Nexus going up, and I would imagine that PainUser is going to push out with all of his armies and crush that expansion. No, he's just going to use a nuke. He's not going to push out. He's just going to say, well, okay, you can get that expansion going up, but I'm just going to nuke it down.
That mothership has never moved so fast, trying to get away from that, and it looks like it will kill the Ghost, although I think the nuke is going to go off. And once again, we are seeing a stupid probe, although he was smart enough to hop up into that guy, so those probes need to get back to work ASAP. And I think what he did on the mothership was actually used EMP on there and then tried to launch the nuke, but Halu actually being pretty smart, he actually loaded his High Templars into that Warp Prism, so he can't get EMP'd if they are inside. But this army, it's still pretty puny. He needs something a lot more. If you're looking at the big red Terran army, storms will chew through the Marines no problem, but it's the battlecruisers that Halu is worried about right now. And I think we may see the final big epic battle right here. This mothership, I don't know if she can hold it off all by herself.
What Halu needs to do is storm the Marines and then vortex the battlecruisers, but the battlecruisers just Yamato'd the mothership down, and I think all hope might be lost there as the EMP finishes off what remains of the Side Storm's energy, and the Templars are all at energy now. The Nexus goes down. GG called. An amazing game as well. So I really like that game. That was awesome. 53 minutes plus of just action all over the map as well as nukes. So I'll let Husky have the last word on this epic battle.
You know, HD, it's kind of corny that you would say 53 minutes plus when it's 53 seconds, or 53 minutes and 1 second. But either way, thanks for watching, guys. It was a lot of fun. We do appreciate it if you guys send us good replays like this, good high-level ones. I think everyone does enjoy seeing stuff like this. So it all came down to that one last battle there where PainUser was able to just mass up just barely enough to finish it there by securing the bottom right side. Anyways, if you guys haven't subscribed to us, youtube.com/HuskyStarcraft is my site, and of course, youtube.com/HDStarcraft is his site. So anyways, that's it. We'll see you guys next time, and HD, you get the last word.
Oh, thank you very much. HD signing out, and until next time, guys. Thanks a lot.